Hey, my Ants Galaxy Boy here. Welcome back to the podcast. And we, so we tried to,
This ain't Minecraft.
this is not Minecraft. It's Terrar. Um, and we tried to play Minecraft, but the Minecraft didn't allow us to play Minecraft.
Yeah.
So we're in Terraria. I have an end game player. You see my godly Zenith. And right now, I'm sitting in a blank world. Like this is world is just completely empty, not explored at once. And I plan on destroying every single bit of it,
Wow.
all of it, gone, reduced to atoms or chests. But
And I plan on being the watcher
yeah,
and the motivational support.
yeah, Ryan's gonna be here and talk to me,
Yeah.
so I don't go insane. But anyway, let's kick this off. All right. So what we need to do is clear all these trees. Get out of here. There you go. Some trees destroyed. Gone.
We do not,
What?
we do not condone deforestation,
No, don't do it. Okay.
but we will do it in video games.
I will come at you with my Zenith and destroy you if you deforest. Unless you're yeah, unless you're in Terraria, then I won't. Cause that actually makes sense. So yeah, I brought some of these chests here, and we're gonna lay them all down, just on the ground, man. All right, Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
So that way, so to prevent me from rambling and doing nothing and talking about nothing, how about we get some questions going?
Okay. All right. All right.
This is new for both of us, by the way.
Okay. All right. So, I've got a question for you.
What's that question, Ryan?
It is almost Halloween by the time that we're recording this.
Yes.
And because of that, I devised
Halloween.
a few spooky related questions for the spooky season.
I didn't do that. You were gonna get some standard questions from me, but some themed questions from Ryan. That's great.
Themed questions, yes.
Themed
Wonderful.
questions.
Themed questions, not all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that being said, if there was any horror game that you had to play that you haven't already, which would it be and why?
Oh man, there's a lot to choose from.
You absolutely have to play it. The fate of the world is resting on your shoulders. If you don't play.
I don't really play lots of horror games. I would, if I had like, at one point in time, I might try and play Phasmophobia,
Yeah?
or maybe perhaps a Resident Evil.
Resident Evil.
Not Resident Evil 8, obviously, but I've heard that game just sucks.
Yeah, well,
Well, I mean, it doesn't do the one thing that horror games are supposed to, which is be scary.
yeah. Yeah.
Come on,
Is
Konami.
exactly.
Wait, Konami makes Resident Evil, right?
I believe so.
Okay. Good. I didn't know, cause I don't know why, but in my head, the way that they're pronounced, I always mix up Konami with Bandai Namco.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like-
they do sound very similar.
I know they're both like East Asian companies, but they still get mixed up in my head. Yeah. So I don't really like horror games, pretty much. I think
Fair enough.
there is a lot to like about horror games, and it gives a very surreal like feeling. It gives you a feeling of adrenaline. You feel thrilled by horror games, or they should be. And I think that it's definitely valid to want to have those experiences every once in a while, or even most of the time when you play games. However, I like to relax when playing games. I have to
Fair
sit down. You know, I'm playing Terraria right now. I legitimately plan on doing this shape with my mouse for a while.
Yeah.
And
By the way,
so what?
it is Capcom who makes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fair.
Fact checked it. It's okay.
Okay, cool. Good.
Yeah.
What does Konami make then?
They make Metal Gear.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. Yeah. Metal Gear, I think.
What? No, they're a different one.
What?
They're a different one. Oh, come on. Get out of here.
Hold on.
So, speaking of Halloween, for those who don't know, in Terraria.
Yeah, that's Konami, Metal Gear.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know
Okay.
that.
Go on.
For those who don't know, in Terraria, like, during the month of October, or at least a majority of the month of October, for this year, it started October 10th, I think, it becomes, like, Halloween-y. Pumpkins will grow naturally on the ground. And enemies will drop goodie bags. Rarely. And one thing they did is make every fucking enemy in the game drop rotten eggs. I don't know why they did.
Why?
I don't know. They're pretty weak weapons.
Why not like coal?
What?
Why not like coal?
Because it's not Christmas?
Oh well, I suppose, but like rotten eggs don't have anything to do with Halloween.
Well, it's supposed to be like a scary, like, ooh, gross.
I suppose maybe like.
I mean, like,
just
why is like
slime.
slime? Yeah, like goop. You know, like green ghoulish goop. Halloween.
Ghoulish goop.
Green ghoulish goop.
Green ghoulish goop.
Well, you don't like green ghoulish
Wow.
goop?
Oh my god, that is one way to put it.
I mean, what else is it? Right?
It is green ghoulish goop.
Right? And so yeah, that's my take on horror games, dog.
That's your take on horror games. Wow.
Yeah.
I respect that.
When I was younger, I played Five Nights at Freddy's, but I played it on the phone version. 'Cause
Wow.
I don't
You
think
played it. You played it on the more difficult version. Wow.
No, I don't think at that moment I don't know if I had like a PC, or I didn't, or maybe I did, and I just decided to buy it on the phone. I have no idea. I think I perpetually now own Five Nights at Freddy's 2 on the Android Play Store.
Nice.
And yes, I have an Android. Fucking you.
Hey, that's okay. I mean, I used to be Android. I don't think Android's bad,
Yeah.
but
You know, it's one or the other, right?
yeah, you can certainly get more freedom out of it. But, yeah, I'm not a big horror game person myself either, but I have probably played a little more than you.
Yeah.
I played the Five Nights at Freddy's games just like you when I was a kid, because
Yeah.
it was part of our childhood. So
Hey, there's the Crimson.
nice.
Speaking of scary things,
That is scary.
the music is scary too. Come on,
Wow.
let's take a listen to it.
Like Lavender Town.
Yeah, it's all like the theming of the Crimson biome is like grotesque, like gore, like blood themed items. Like
I can see.
enemies in this biome drop vertebrae, and like the boss of that, yeah, vertebrae or vertebra.
Oh.
And the thing you use to spawn the thing that you use to we use to craft vertebrae with is the bloody spine, which is the item you use to spawn the brain of Cthulhu.
Gross.
Yeah, you'd actually be surprised that the corruption is actually similarly disgusting. Oh, great, the blood moon's rising. Speaking of blood.
Blood.
Yeah. Enemies will spawn more.
Yeah.
And yeah. What were we gonna say about horror games? Kind of interrupting you.
Oh, it's alright. I just played Fantasy Freddy's, and I also played Alien Isolation. That was really bad. Not like bad game, but like it was a bad experience. It was really actually very
I'm
terrifying.
actually going to turn down my sounds.
But
Yeah, continue talking.
used to be more into horror games, and now I'm not. But I will occasionally play them for Halloween, like one or two. Probably just play FNAF because it's so easy to play. It's on like
It's
everything.
very simple.
Yeah, well, it's on everything now, and it's a very simple horror game, as
Yeah,
you said.
it's on the Switch now.
Yeah. So
Imagine that, right? You're a kid and you're like, I want to play a game of. Oh, look at this! It's a cool Chuck E. Cheese game. And they get and then it's Five Nights at
I hope
Freddy's.
they add Freddy Fazbear to Smash Bros.
Oh my god! Stop. Cease. No. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I kind of get why they stopped at Sora, but I also
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah. Sora,
Like-
if you're not a fan of Kingdom Hearts, it's a very weak.
It's a
Final.
weak ending.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I personally didn't know much about Kingdom Hearts, so when I heard that Sora from Kingdom Hearts was like the last guy, I was like, oh. Okay.
It would have been bigger to end on Steve, honestly.
It would have, honestly. Well, I mean, you want to know what the true ending would have been? It should have been Master Chief.
That's true.
I mean, everyone's been saying it since the beginning of since they added Banjo.
Yeah.
You gotta add Master Chief. They're gonna add Master Chief. They're gonna add,
That's what you. Yeah.
or whatever. And the thing is, right, like, we have so many Animu characters in the game that, like, adding another one is like, okay, just a drop in the bucket at this point.
That's fair enough. It is strange to me that they like some of the choices for the DLC for Smash Ultimate was like,
Like why?
yeah. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Final Fantasy VII now, but before when I didn't play the game and they were like adding Sephiroth, I was like, huh. Okay.
You were still left with like why?
Yeah, exactly.
But now that you played Final Fantasy VII,
Yeah. Oh yeah,
You
now that I
understand
play
why?
it, I'm like, oh, I understand.
oh yeah, there's that one skin, one variant, right? They they shulkified.
Oh
Sephiroth,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I won't spoil anything. No.
Yeah. If you want to be spoiled, then look it up.
Yeah, go ahead. It's your choice. But yeah, I did play Final Fantasy VII recently, and good game. But I did
Yeah.
not understand at the time why they're adding Sephiroth. Now
Yeah.
I do.
Well, okay. It kind of, there's one character actually there's two characters that to me that make me think that the additions to the game are less about the character and more about the promotion. And my
I think I know one of them.
what?
I think I know one of them.
No, what I'm saying is Pyra and Mithra,
Oh, really?
because that was exactly when the new Xenoblade games were coming out.
I suppose.
So like, oh, it's great promotion for the game to add Pyra and Mithra to the game, to the Smash Bros. That way, everyone would want to be like, okay, I want to know more about these characters, why they were added to Smash Bros. Right? And
Yeah.
so what makes me think is that like, how far back were they doing this for? Like, were they doing this back when they added Snake and Sonic and Brawl? Was that mainly promotional, or was that actually just they wanted to add a cool character from another franchise? Or another company, rather. You know?
Could you look at it as they added Sephiroth to promote the Final Fantasy VII remake as well?
Exactly. And they probably promoted Minecraft when they added Steve. Like, I mean, again, we go back to Steve because it's such a polarizing character. Like, Steve equally fits. I mean, when I say Steve, I mean the Steve character, because there's like Alex skins and the Enderman skin for some reason. That looks weird. I hate that one, dude.
It is weird.
I hate how it doesn't look. It doesn't look right to me.
Why did they add skeleton?
I have no idea, man.
That would have been much better.
I have no idea. Maybe they have something against skeletons.
Yeah, I guess they might, because they never added Sans.
I mean, they did, but I mean, it was very cursed.
Poor Undertale fans.
Oh yeah, that was a blow. That was a freaking hit.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, they did it to so many people. They did it to Shantae too.
Oh yeah. They did it to Rayman.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, you know what we'll do for Rayman? We'll give him a sticker.
Yeah, that's so bad. Oh my god.
Like, dude, I honestly, I would have thought Rayman would have been a great character to add in there.
You would have.
And when we asked like, what were the intentions behind adding a character? There's obviously going to be a bajillion, because there's a different reason for why the main reason why they added Terry to the game.
Yeah.
Is because the game that he's from, I forget what the game was called.
Fatal Fury.
Oh yeah. That game is very popular in like South America.
Yeah.
So they added Terry to the game in order to appeal to a different audience than either Japan or America. Because you can understandably so, the characters that give the most representation are ones from America and you know, second Europe, but also Japan.
Yeah.
Like, that just makes sense. It's Nintendo. They're from Japan.
Yeah, it does.
I get it. They have better connections to those franchises. Like, I mean, you wonder why they made so many Mario and Sonic Olympic games.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I broke some chests.
I think Byleth is probably the most blatant example of promotion character.
Oh sure.
Because, yeah, Three Houses, they wanted to promote that more, and like, also I think it is majority the Japanese fan base that loves Fire Emblem, so maybe they were giving them something with that.
Yeah, I feel like anytime you ever mention Fire Emblem, it's like it's like it's completely nullified immediately, because like I mean I get what you're saying, like it's valid, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like anytime anyone ever mentions like a Fire Emblem character, and it's like, oh, they added too many. Like, no matter what you say, it's just, oh, they added too many. And okay, that's fair. I feel like they beat a dead horse there, but
I guess.
But in the same respect, I also think that it's like, it's also fair. It's their game. They can add whatever characters they want.
Yeah. It's also way easier to add, and way easiar for them.
All right, there's no, like, you know, company thing. It's like,
there's no,
they own Fire Emblem.
Negotiations. Exactly. It's just it's their published game. They can just add it easily.
And that's the thing, right? Like, name a single Nintendo franchise that Nintendo has that they haven't added a character for. Like, they even did one for F-Zero. Right?
They did one for Mr. Game & Watch.
Right? And that was like before Mario.
I know.
So
It
like,
is insane.
they pretty much have every Nintendo character under the sun represented.
And even with that, there are tons of what do they call them, spirits, and there are tons of
Yeah.
beasts
Like,
that are
oh,
also
Why didn't they
other-
add, Captain Toad
yeah.
or whatever? Okay, they probably added him as an assist trophy or a sticker or this and that, like they probably thought about it, but just
Yep.
didn't add him at the end. Right?
Yeah.
There's probably millions of characters that they thought of, but
I'm
they
gonna
just
be
didn't
honest.
have the budget for it.
If they were thinking of adding Captain Toad as a character, I would just walk up to him and say, you know what? There are so many other characters that
Yeah.
deserve it more than.
Yeah, true. Like what is it? Prince Fluff from Kirby
Yeah.
or
There's
something.
also like, I personally wanted another Sonic character in there. Either Shadow.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing, right? It's like Sonic was one of 3 characters that they added from like a set.
Mm-hmm.
They added like besides, okay, they didn't add them all together, but like after Brawl, they added Mega Man and Pac-Man.
Yes. Mega Man.
Mega Man and what's interesting is that all 3 of them are like neighboring Japanese companies.
Mm-hmm.
Sega and Capcom. Wait,
Yeah.
what company makes Mega Man? Is that Bandai Namco?
I think that's also Capcom, isn't it?
Or does Bandai Namco make Pac-Man? And Capcom makes.
Bandai makes Pac-Man. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Bandai makes Pac-Man and Capcom makes Mega Man.
Yeah, Capcom. Yeah, because Capcom also makes Street Fighter.
Yes. And Fatal Fury, I think.
Yeah. But like all 3 of those games could have like spin-off characters. Like, I mean, Pac-Man's a weird one. Like, I mean, you could add Mrs. Pac-Man, but like, why? You mentioned like why before. Like, Mrs. Pac-Man would be the ultimate why. I think they actually have Pac-Man as a skin of Pac-Man. Or it's like, why didn't they add Zero from Mega Man?
Yeah.
You know, so like, or it's like, oh, why didn't they add Shadow from Sonic? It's the exact same thing. Each of them are singular characters from a franchise of a neighboring Japanese company. What?
This just in. Sakurai is coming back to the game to add another DLC character to be the true final one, and it's Mrs. Pac-Man.
Every person in the community is like, fuck.
My God, bro.
Imagine that. Like, that would be the biggest slap in the face.
Yeah, the pack is back.
The pack is back.
Oh, I would hate that.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? Yeah. What they do is in the end, like a character that isn't a video game character. Like, we added Harry Potter.
Oh my God. We added Goku.
Oh my God, people were asking that forever. They're like,
Yeah.
after Banjo, they're like, oh, they're gonna add Goku.
They're gonna add Goku. He's gonna be the final one.
Yeah, no,
If they ended on Goku, that would actually be bigger than Sora.
that would have been bigger than Steve.
Yeah. All because he's not a video game character.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, that would open the floodgates. They're like, oh, what about this character? Are we gonna add like the
Yeah,
Teen Titans in the mix there? Or are you gonna add this or that? Lego Batman characters?
Like a Batman. Oh my God.
All these other games and other franchises.
Yeah, I can see why they never added Goku then.
I feel bad for this guide. Right here, Bradley.
Bradley.
You know what? I feel bad. I'm gonna make a house for him.
Wow. How nice of you.
Yeah. I know. I'm awesome, aren't I?
You're very humble as well.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, and epic. Slash not.
The pack is back.
Pack is back. Pack is backpack.
Yeah. Oh, did you ever see the trailer for the? I'm assuming you did, but did you ever see the trailer for the Mario movie?
Oh yeah, it's awesome. Is that one of your
It
questions?
is. Huh?
Is that one of your questions?
No, it's not, but it can be.
Frick it. I mean,
Okay.
I guess there's not really much to talk about there.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I think everyone's saw the Mario movie to death.
Yeah, that's true. It's just I don't really like Pratt Mario voice, but
Nah, it's a little too
normal.
yeah, like New Yorker, please.
Yeah, please, like Italian, please.
Yeah, like New Yorker, like accent, please. Brooklyn accent
Yeah,
would be great.
yeah. I don't know. I think everybody else kills it except him.
Yeah, I thought the Bowser one was a little jank. To me, when I saw
You wanted
when I
to-
saw the
Do you
What?
really want him to talk like he talks in Super Mario
it's
Sunshine?
a me, a Mario. Like in Mario Sunshine.
Yeah.
No, but like to me, when I first heard it, I immediately thought it was like a voiceover.
That's.
I got that impression immediately. Like, yep, this is a voiceover. Instead of, at least with the Chris Pratt voice, I got that it was Mario speaking,
Fair enough.
and not someone speaking over Bowser.
Yeah.
But that's what I got. Like, I didn't even get that with Toad. The Toad voice felt normal.
The Toad voice was really, really good.
Yeah, it was really good. But it didn't. It hit the mark in that way, like like Pratt's Mario voice did.
Yeah.
Like it felt like the character was talking, if that makes sense. Whereas like it was like someone like dubbed Bowser, but it's the official voice.
Yeah. I feel you.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, it's probably going to open doors to other Nintendo films.
Oh yeah. Well,
And
I was saying this before. It was like, not on the show, but like, if this movie sucks, right? Then it will forever, and I mean forever, solidify Sonic as the better movie maker.
Oh, yeah.
Like forever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Everybody
Sonic
knows
was-
about the old Mario movie and how it was terrible.
Yeah.
But there was never an old Sonic movie. There's an old Sonic show. There's actually 2 shows for Sonic. The old Sonic cartoon and then the Sonic Boom show.
Oh, my God.
Which actually, you laugh at that, but that show's actually good.
No, Sonic Boom, it had a good laugh, actually.
Like
Like,
it was
that
surprisingly
laugh.
witty
Yeah.
and
I like
meta.
Eggman especially in it.
What?
I liked Eggman especially in it.
Yeah, like it's weird that Sonic Boom works terribly as a game, but very well as a show.
Yeah.
Because the way they did it, it was just like some antics. It was just antics all the time. It was just like, oh, well, Robotnik was never like this evil, like, oh my god, he's gonna destroy the world.
He's actually just a regular guy.
And like maybe they imply that he's gonna destroy the world, but he never does.
Yeah.
And so like, it's not like, the show does not frame itself to be like serious in any way. But the game of Sonic Boom did. It was like, yo, bro, yo, guys, we're serious about this. Lyric is gonna kill everybody, and everyone else was asking why, and they never gave an answer.
Yeah. He's gonna destroy my handkerchief.
My handkerchief.
I don't know. The only thing I didn't really like about Sonic Boom was like how they made a lot of the characters one-dimensional now.
Oh yeah.
But the TV show kind of like helped that a little bit.
Oh, what you mean by like, oh, I'm the strong character, I'm the girl,
Yeah, yeah, I'm the girl who does girly things.
and also has a giant fucking hammer. Seriously,
Dark,
I seriously
Knuckles
question.
especially is like, oh, I'm tough, but I'm also really dumb.
Yeah, or like they even did that with Shadow. Like,
Yeah,
I'm the ambivalent. I'm like weird and
I'm
edgy
the
and
edgy
cool.
one.
I have my own motives. Will I ever tell them to you? No.
No, why would I do
ma-
that?
But why would I do that? To make you actually attached to the character? That's dumb. You're dumb.
Amnesia. I don't have amnesia. I'm just evil.
Yeah. Okay. They for sure did Shadow dirty.
Oh yeah.
Like in every game he's in.
Yep.
Like it's okay to make an edgy character, but don't do what they did with Shadow.
Yeah.
Because edgy characters need a reason to be edgy.
Mhm.
But if you
Shadow
have,
had a good one before.
yeah, sure. But like, there's a lot of characters that are just like ambivalent or like edgy for like legitimately no reason,
Yeah.
and so it just comes across as them being a dickhead. I think
Yeah.
one game that did that character trope very well was Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah.
Rivali, the Rito champion, was like that guy. He was like, "Oh, too bad I'm like way cooler than you, and I can fly, and I could easily beat Ganon, but I'm just not, because I'm told to fly this bird or whatever. But I'm still cooler than you." And then like, you get this impression that he's just kind of a dickhead, right? But like in like lore that you find around the place in various different ways, you find out that he's like super jealous of like and his capabilities.
Yeah.
And that's a really interesting thing because it gives you understanding of why he's a dickhead instead of just being a dickhead.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, would you like me to ask a question to you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So would you like me to ask a real question or like a silly one?
Your choice, man.
Okay.
I'm good with that. Oh god.
Okay. Let's see if you can
How
finish.
silly.
Let's see if you can finish the question before I even ask the whole thing.
Oh,
Out
okay.
of the three, technically speaking, four Mario princesses.
What door is this going?
do you know what I'm gonna ask you?
I might, but keep going.
Pick one.
Pick one for what?
Like.
Oh, pick one to be my, what?
To like smash,
Oh, nice. Well,
or more wholesomely to be a L lover
aww.
or
Well,
a partner.
Partner would probably be the best way to put it.
Yeah. But mainly smash.
I'd pick like,
You know all four of them, right?
yeah, I
Princess
do.
Peach, Princess Daisy, Princess Rosalina, and Mayor Pauline, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one? Pick one. Now.
Pick one.
Oh,
Rosalina.
You see. Okay, it's funny because you get to like you actually have like an option, but like my YouTube name is literally Galaxy Boy.
Yeah, you're Galaxy Boy. You literally had Rosalina.
Like, there's no way I can't like not.
You'd be absurd if you didn't.
Like, I mean, like, it fits the theme, but like, I actually like Peach, not Peach, Daisy's character.
Really?
Like, not like, she's not a developed character.
Well,
She's
yeah.
kind of like sporty person,
40. Yeah.
and
that's
only
the-
relegated to spin-offs, but like,
Yeah.
I do like that kind of attitude. More like, self-confident, this and that, and Rosalina kind of has that, but also is like, godlike. Or goddess-like?
Goddess, yeah. She's a goddess.
Well, no, but you never hear someone say goddess-like. It's always godlike.
Yeah.
Because I think God is used not typically less used as a term for a male god, but just as a divine, the ultimate divine being.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's actually a thing in the history, like, man used to not mean man. It used to just mean person.
Yeah,
Like,
because
you know,
human.
like mankind, human,
Yeah.
manslaughter. Just kidding.
Oh my god. Had a conversation about which Mario princess you'd bang go to manslaughter.
I don't know, man. You asked me.
Man. I don't know. It would be a battle between Rosalina and Pauline.
Really?
But Pauline, while she's got a great singing voice,
She does.
I feel like she's a little too mature for me.
Really?
Yeah.
And Rosalina's not mature?
Well,
I don't know, but I don't know, dude. But she literally birthed the galaxies. like that happens in Mario Galaxy. Like she just like, legitimately resets the world and births the new one.
Yeah, she's a goddess though, so I feel like she could handle my immaturity.
No, sure.
Immaturity. Yeah.
Sure. That's fair.
Pauline, I don't think would put up with that bullshit. So.
Yeah.
Then
I get
Peach is always getting kidnapped. I don't.
Yeah.
No.
Blank slate.
And Peach is also kind of mean.
Really?
Yeah.
When?
I don't know.
Name more time.
I don't know. I don't have basis for it. Peach seems like that mean girl, you know. That like she's not mean on purpose. It's just.
It just happens to be.
Yeah.
Like being the princess of the Mushroom Kingdom, she's like less,
more
apathetic to you.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Exactly. Daisy's probably the most normal out of all of them.
Yeah.
So, Daisy's a safe pick.
Yeah, Daisy's is like weirdly enough like the least princess out of all of them, or I guess mayor, because she's literally not a mayor, but
yeah.
Like again, like there is a to me like I like to be realistic. with potential partners, so it's like with Rosalina, like she's like a goddess, like she's like queen of the galaxy or whatever. I don't know if I can stand up to that. I don't know if I can compare to that, dude. I'm not the ruler of the galaxy.
Galaxy boy, though.
Well, I know that, but like I'm not the ruler of the galaxy, dude. I can't burn the galaxies. I can't do that. I'm just galaxy boy.
You're Galaxy Boy. You need to have faith in yourself, bro.
I'm Galaxy Boy, not Galaxy God.
Then you should change your name.
Oh, why?
Because Galaxy God.
That seems a bit self-indulgent.
That's true.
I don't know.
Oh, what about Emma Azur? She wears a blue dress. Works for me.
What?
I'm Azur.
Yeah, that's fair. Do you just love anything blue? Like like dude, oh my god, dude, there's this blue slime banner right here. Right here.
Oh my god, I love it.
Dude, blue slime banner.
No,
oh my god, there's blue slime's right here, blue slime. It's gone.
I don't love everything blue.
Oh my god, there's water.
Wow.
There's literally water.
Water, whoa.
Are you immediately infatuated with water right now?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay.
What a bummer. Not living up to your name or whatever.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What?
What
Do you want from me?
I'm just poking fun, dude. You were like yelling at me and be like, "Oh, you're a Galaxy Boy."
Galaxy Boy.
Oh, you're a Azur.
Gosh, bro.
Or Azure, as my mind still reads it as. My mind still always thinks Azure.
Azure.
Well, Well, because the reason why is because there's actually a flower in Minecraft called the Azure Bluette.
Yes.
And so, like, when I first read that name, I thought of it pronounced as Azure.
And now that is stuck in your mind for forever.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So, pal. Wait.
So like, welcome to Video Games and Stuff, the podcast where we go deep into like the real meaning of video game companies and why they chose the characters to go in Smash Bros. To immediately have which Mario character would you bang?
Yeah. Well, those are always the most interesting ones.
Those are oddly enough the most telling of your character. Which is ironic because you're talking about video game characters.
Oh my god, that's so true. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I wasn't gonna ask you about it, but you know, there are like multiple people with Final Fantasy VII. Is so common to have people like one girl over the other because they're
like Team X, Team Y.
Yeah, exactly. The two biggest are Tifa Lockhart.
Tifa Lockhart, okay.
And Aerith Gainsborough. And
let me look them up on my phone.
Yeah, look them both up.
How do I spell Tifa?
Tifa.
Okay.
And then Lockhart.
Oh, so is it like Lockhart?
No, without the E in heart.
Okay. Tifa Lock. Sorry, this is terrible gameplay, but I need to look this up.
I need to see.
Mason, what do the numbers mean? Mason? What do they mean? Oh, okay. Wow, the first one is a cosplay.
Oh, makes sense.
Okay, yeah, okay. The second one is
Aerith. So Aerith, and then Gainsborough should be
Gainsborough. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Gainsborough art, I guess. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So people have a war between those two.
Oh yeah.
It's a big war like the Pyra Mithra thing in Xenoblade.
Yeah. We actually have that in Terraria. Believe it or
Really?
not. Yeah. People. There are certain characters that look like this, kind of like very pixelated, and people are like, "Yep, I'm simping for that."
Wow. Okay.
Okay. What are you gonna say about the thing?
I was gonna say, I don't usually indulge in these because they're just video game characters.
Sure.
But for the sake of it,
Wow.
I am. What was that? Wait, what did you just do?
I scrolled with my mouse wheel. I can scroll out and in to zoom in.
Oh my god.
This
That's
is how much
crazy.
I've done, and this is how big the world is.
That is insane.
We've been recording for about 40 minutes ish,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how much I've done.
Damn.
And all I've been doing is basically straight digging, side to side and down.
Wow.
That's crazy. Anyway.
Okay, so based on looks, I'll tell you a little bit about them. Tifa is like, she's more independent than Aerith. She's actually a good fighter, and she helps you. She's like, because
Yeah.
you know,
She reminds me of Laura Croft.
Yes, that is a great example. Because Final Fantasy is like an RPG. Obviously, you have a party. She's like one of the main attackers on your party, and she is very good with physical damage, but not really good with elements or anything. So,
Sure.
yeah. And then she's also the childhood friend of Cloud and all that, but...
Ooh.
And then they have way more moments in the story, too. But, Aerith is it's the mage type of character. She is more reliant on Cloud because she doesn't do that much damage. She does more elements and more healing. And can. She's a big lover of plants. And
She's like a supporter type character.
Yeah. Yeah. She's very peaceful. She doesn't like fighting. So yeah.
Like healing spells and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have that in Dragon Quest.
Yeah.
I don't know the names of them, but yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, actually, when I played Dragon Quest, I was the one doing most of the healing for my party.
Wow.
I was casting the healing spells to heal my team.
That's funny.
Yeah. Turns out the most powerful mage character in Dragon Quest is a tiny little girl, but
Doesn't it always seem to be?
the smaller they are, the more dense the magical power. They are weighed down by physical attributes.
That's their excuse, I guess.
I don't know.
It's a little weird, but whatever.
It's not even weird in like the same way as like most child characters are weird in anime.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's just weird. Like it's just odd.
It is really odd.
But like not like the the weird.
Thank God.
I mean, some people might have made it weird.
Oh yeah, definitely,
But yeah.
definitely.
Anyway.
There's a funny anecdote that'll go on later, but first the question at hand. After seeing them, after hearing about them a little, which would you choose at
Oh
first?
wait, hold on. Do you want me to explain the Terraria comparison to the Tifa and because I was like, oh, there's a Terraria version of that.
Oh sure.
You can look them up if you want. There are multiple NPCs in Terraria. There's one up here called the Guide. Well, the NPC is called the Guide. The name of this NPC is Bradley.
Of course.
They have random names. Every time they die, they get a new one. And there are 22 NPCs in the game. There's the Guide, there's the Merchant, there's the Arms Dealer, there's the Nurse, there's the Demolition Expert.
The first.
There's the Dye Trader. Oh, I just said them. There's the Angler. There's the Stylist. The Hairstylist. There's the Pirate Captain. There is the Wizard, the Bound Wizard. There's the Skeleton Merchant. There is the Traveling Merchant. There is the Cyborg. There is the Witch Doctor. There is the Painter. There's the Dryad. There is... Oh, God. There's the Tax Dealer. Or the Tax Collector, rather. There is the Princess. Oh, God. There's the Party Girl.
Oh, God.
And... is there any more? There's the Golfer. There's the Zoologist. And, there's the Truffle, which is a giant mushroom. There's the Steampunker, and that's it.
Wow.
Which is not to count all the town pets and town slimes. Alright, and the ones that I see the most being Symptover are the Dryad and the Stylist. It's actually illegal to simp over the princess because it's actually underage.
Oh my God, the Dryad is literally wearing nothing.
Well, leaf clothing.
Almost nothing.
It's like a nature person. She sells like nature-oriented items. I mean, if you're gonna be a nature person, might as well go au naturel, right?
Oh God, no. What was the other one?
The Stylist, the hairstylist. I mean, the fan art itself is actually probably a better depiction of them.
Yeah, it seems to be.
You can understand why. Like, people take creative liberties with these two characters mostly.
Oh yeah.
People have done so with other characters. The Empress of Light. You can Google the Empress of Light, which is a boss in the game.
Empress of Light. Wow.
You can also understand why.
Yup.
Especially Empress of Light.
I understood as soon as I saw it.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's just funny how like in like every game,
Every single one.
every game that has like any character, because
Mhm.
like you get this with male characters too. I'm sure if you looked up arms dealer, you might get some choice pictures there, or the Tavern Keep. I missed that one. Sorry, Tavern Keep is also one of them. Tavern Keep is like a really buff dude. And actually, an NPC for a Dungeon Defenders crossover.
Huh.
You might be able to understand why.
Oh my god, he is buff.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's also illegal to simp over the angler. He's also a child.
Hmm.
So yeah. That's what I wanted to say. You wanted to ask a question?
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome, bro.
And awesome indeed.
That's so cool, dude.
Well,
I'm happy for you.
welcome back to another Halloween type of question. We went over a little bit how we both played Five Nights at Freddy's back then a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
They probably just watched other people playing it. Did you ever have a favorite animatronic?
Yeah.
What was it? Or who was it?
Bonnie. My favorite was Bonnie. The bunny.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, why Bonnie?
Because he's a bunny. I don't know. I have no idea why I like Bonnie. I have no earthly idea.
You really love bunnies, huh?
I mean, no, I really don't really care for them.
Oh.
I mean, I like encasing Terraria bunnies in little cubes, but
Okay.
it's really funny to do that.
Bonnie.
If I really wanted to give a valid edge to that one, I liked the fact that like Bonnie and Chica were like opposites.
Yeah?
I liked how, and at least in the first game, and even the second game, Bonnie would come out of the what is it? The left side of the door, the left door side of the office, but she would come out of the right side.
Yep.
But it wasn't just that simple. It was like slightly different. Like when you saw Chica at the door, you would see her through the window. But if Bonnie was at the door, you'd see his shadow
Yep.
through the door, not through the window, but through the door. And I thought that was very interesting. Both Bonnie and Chica make eerie and moaning noises when they're behind the office,
Yep.
behind the office doors. And I kind of just like the design of Bonnie more than Chica.
They also just freak out on the camera sometimes.
Yeah, they do. I remember not recently, but there were these like community made Five Nights at Freddy's VHS tapes.
Mm-hmm.
I thought those were awesome because they actually made them creepy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about you, but the creepiness factor of Five Nights at Freddy's gets pretty old.
It does. I think when you go back and play it, it's
When
still,
you play
it's
it,
still
there is that like the staticky cameras, the noises in the ear. It's Five Nights at Freddy's 1 does a lot. I think out of all the games, Five Nights at Freddy's 1 still reigns supreme as the scariest one.
Oh yeah.
Like What makes
Agreed.
something the reason why we have haunted house stories for older buildings is because older buildings are associated with certain sounds, like broiler sounds,
Hmm.
that are creepy. They make crazy resonating noises that make it that like trigger our fight or flight instincts.
Yeah.
And so what happens to be is that Five Nights at Freddy's 1 does the best job of creating an old environment. You see in the office that there's cobwebs and like
Yeah.
old pictures, and there's crappy cameras. The audio and video flickers out every once in a while. There's one camera that's constantly dead and out of
Yeah.
video. Like, that's not up to date. But every camera in Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is on and is visible.
Yes.
So that's one thing I find that Five Nights at Freddy's does better. There is one thing that I find Five Nights at Freddy's 2 does, and even 3 does better, is that it actually invokes a sense of mystery.
Yeah.
There's more intrigue in the game than Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Because with Five Nights at Freddy's 1, there's only 5 characters. 5 characters. And the only really mysterious one is Golden Freddy.
Yeah.
And,
You might not counter him.
right. But there are actually multiple characters that are mysterious in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. There are the Easter egg Shadow Bonnie and Shadow Freddy characters that show up
Right.
and crash your game just like Golden Freddy would. There are why the hell is Mangle all weird? But the other toy characters are completely fine. Right? They never
Yeah.
tell you that, unless they did. I don't know. I don't keep up with the lore anymore.
I don't think so. I don't know.
To
The
me,
puppet.
the puppet, like that, like it is less creepy than Golden Freddy in my opinion, but is way more mysterious.
Yeah.
To me, when I see Golden Freddy, I'm like, oh, that's a little scary.
Hmm.
That's a little unnerving. But when I see the puppet or the marionette,
The marionette.
I'm like, who the hell is this guy? More than I am like, all right, this is a little scary.
Who the hell is this guy?
Hey, who the frick you talking to?
Yeah. I don't know. Five Nights at Freddy's, to me, started getting less scary when the third game had Springtrap actually moving in front of you.
Oh, sure.
I liked the whole thing that like they didn't move. They only moved when you weren't looking. You know?
Right. It kind of left you wondering, how did they move?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
But then you see Springtrap just running around.
and I do get that because it actually does kind of fit within the lore because Springtrap is an actual dude.
That's true. That's true.
And so, like, it would actually make sense to have more human-esque movements for Springtrap. And and that might be the reason why. I'm not gonna say that doesn't make it less creepy.
Hmm.
Because it does.
Yeah.
The natural movements of Springtrap make it less creepy. At least to
Yeah.
me.
To me, yeah, it's me as well.
So,
I don't
yeah.
know.
It's kind of my thoughts, man. My 2 cents, man.
Oh yeah. The fourth game though is the fourth game. You know what? It's a real good contender for being the scariest though, because my
it does
god,
have some scary moments in it.
yeah. Holy
Um,
shit.
and like I think they all do something that's very interesting. I think all the 4 main games, the 4 first games to come out, all
Mhm.
excel at one thing.
What's
Like
that?
I mentioned before, Five Nights at Freddy's 1 actually succeeds the most at being creepy.
Yeah.
And it's one thing to be like, oh, startled, jump scare, ooh, scary.
Uh,
You know, it gets kind of boring after a while. In fact, later on, the intensity comes from you wanting to survive the night and not the animatronics trying to get you.
Yeah, exactly.
And of course, that happens in Final Fantasy Freddy's 1. But I think that happens a bit later than Final Fantasy Freddy's 2, 3, or 4. I mentioned that Final Fantasy Freddy's 2 really invokes a sense of mystery.
Yes.
And Final Fantasy Freddy's 3 really invokes a sense of... I'm not moving the game, sorry. To me, it really evokes a sense of history. Like, instead of listening to pre-recorded messages on a phone, you were listening to VHS tapes.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, the place looks old, run down.
You see artifacts from other games and around.
You have old statues of not statues, but old pieces from the FNAF 1 Bonnie.
Yeah.
And that feeling is different than the feeling you get from Final Fantasy Freddy's 1, because I do not get a history of Final Fantasy Freddy's 1. What I get is that the building is actually kept up in some way, shape, or form, or at least in some regard was abandoned recently.
Yeah.
Whereas in Final Fantasy Freddy's 3, this location was actually a revitalized version of the first location of Final Fantasy Freddy's 1.
Yeah.
The building is the exact same. It's remodeled but different. And to me, it gives a sense of history to the game. And is also, weirdly enough, I think has slightly symbolic. It's more symbolic than the other games.
Yeah.
Because it's the only game in the franchise that have a bad and good ending.
That's true.
To it. So to me, that immediately gives you that there is lore. There is history. There is more to it than is it to be creepy or whatever or the like. So when I mentioned in Final Fantasy Freddy's 2, who is this guy? The puppet, right?
Yeah.
What's this guy all about? Instead, in Final Fantasy Freddy's 3, I'm left it. The question I have mostly is, what is this place? What is this world?
What is this world? It's a good point.
And then in Final Fantasy Freddy's 4, what I get is the question I'm left with is why? The very what is it? HP Lovecraftian style horror inspired animatronics inside a children's bedroom.
Yeah.
That is a stark contrast. And it is intentional. But I'm still left with why.
Yeah.
I want answers. I want answers in Final Fantasy Freddy's more than any other game entry in the first 4 of the series. I want answers. In Final Fantasy Freddy's 4, there was you were always given the there was the secret box. Yeah. There was that box, and everyone was wondering what the heck's inside that box. But you never had such a prominent question inside Five Nights at Freddy's 3.
Yeah.
Because who's Springtrap is answerable. Who's the puppet is answerable. While still intriguing questions, they're answerable. But what's inside the box has never been answered. It might have been. It might have been in one of the books, in one of the 5,000 books they made. I have no idea.
Either, but to my knowledge, I don't think so.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It is.
And so, yeah. That is what I think each game excels at the most. What are your thoughts on the games of Final Fantasy Freddy's? I know I kind of just threw a truckload of information of my deepest thoughts and feelings about Final Fantasy Freddy's.
No, I kind of agree about what you said about each of them, because I think that what I took away as well from each and every single one of
Yeah.
the fourth. I did not play the fifth one and further.
Yeah.
I
Sister
Stop it.
location.
Yeah, sister location, yes. I might have like watched YouTubers like Markiplier or Jacksepticeye play that one and play the others, but I never like myself played sister location and any of the others after.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I only played Final Fantasy Freddy's 2. I just watched a lot of the other four versions, and there is actually to me there's actually value to Sister Location 2 because with what I watched of it, Sister Location really to me gives an otherworldly feeling
True.
of, you know, with it is similar to Final Fantasy Freddy's 3 and like what is this place, but in a way that is more fantastical almost.
Yeah.
I get that it's all fantasy. None of it's real, but
Yeah, none of it. is
Um,
ever-
like
Thank God.
like to me a lot of the characters like have an almost ethereal feel to them, whereas the other four entries in the series feel grounded in nature, except for the fourth entry rather, where they don't feel real, but there's more of an implication of reality than there is in Sister Location. I know that does not make a whole lot of sense, and it's more conceptual, but I promise to you, if you think about it, it actually does make sense.
Yeah.
Like,
Damn.
this goes into like theory basis and shit like that, but like, like there are Easter eggs in FNAF 4 that allude to like lore history. Like, is the game audio too loud?
No, it's fine.
Okay, cool. Like, there are like all the games do this, but FNAF 4 is one of the ones that does it the most intentionally, I think. Where like there's an Easter egg like if you turn to the left of you, like turn behind you to see the pillows of your bed, you can see an IV drip.
Yes.
You can see pill bottles. You can see
Yes.
flowers sometimes,
Yes.
which are reminiscent of a
Hospital.
hospital. Not only that, but every game before it, including the third game, the way each night ends is with a giant grandfather clock. The way the fourth game ends is with a digital clock. With a beeping.
Yes. Very annoying.
It's a beeping. Whereas every other game has like a chime. Like
Yeah.
that signature chime. And so hospitals are real, you know? Digital clocks are real. Giant animatronics that have weird clawy things that shoot out of their freaking bodies is not real. Like
Oh.
a lot of things like you don't just zap animatronics to make them work.
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
They don't
If you
just
zap an
invade your-
animatronic, they're gonna stop working forever.
Yeah.
They might even catch fire. I don't know the science of it. I'm not a science man.
Science man.
Not a science man.
Ask Bill Nye.
Yeah. So that's my feel to it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And I think this is the case for every game in the series. The one I had the least attachment to is, I guess, due to time, really, and also because I just haven't watched a lot of it, is Security Breach.
Oh yeah.
To me, that one is very shallow in its presentation. It is just like what? It is just like, oh Shit. It's just like a building. It's like a theme park almost.
Yeah, it is.
And to me, that is never scary.
Mm-hmm.
Sister Location was scarier than Security Breach. And Sister Location was the most fantastical and most polished version of the animatronics as we've gotten before.
Yeah.
You know?
The sixth game was more scary.
Wait,
that was like
sixth game?
Yeah, that was like the simulator one, right?
Wait, Help Wanted?
No, that was the VR. That was the
Yeah. Simulator?
The sixth game they
the
like
Pizzeria Simulator. Yes.
Yeah.
I remember now. Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably the most fun one to play. Cuz you got to mess around with your own tycoon.
Yeah. Oh, I think every game in the franchise has a question, like an overarching question that is more of a feeling than an actual question. And with Pizzeria Simulator, the question is not lied within what is presented to you. It is because of your actions the questions are presented.
Yeah.
Like the animatronics in your building are only present once you decide to keep one.
Yeah.
When they ask you to scrap one or keep it, right? And I think they do sneak in even if you decide to scrap all of them.
Oh yeah.
Which is dumb. I think that's actually dumb.
Well, you gotta have a FNAF game with an animatronic.
Well, I get that, but like to me that it's the illusion of choice.
It is the illusion of choice.
I want an actual choice, dang it. Give me an actual choice in the game instead of making me feel like I have agency.
But you need to have actual challenge, Alex.
No!
Yeah!
No!
Yeah!
No!
Accept those ads. They'll play on your screen and fuck you up.
Well, no, that's also your choice.
Yeah, it's also your choice, yeah.
And so
Everything
everything
you do is on you.
Yeah, well, yeah, mostly. So the question that I have, well, the feeling based question I have is, what have I done? And not, anything else. And that type of horror is rivals, if not supersedes the horror capabilities that the first game did.
Oh yeah.
Like, the horror that you get out of that feeling is more surreal than the one that you get in the first game. Again, I say that FNAF 1 excels in the creepiness aspect. Pizzeria Simulator actually excels in the surreal horror. The scary things are there because of your actions and because of your actions alone.
Yeah.
And sure, I mentioned before that there's the illusion of choice, but you, in that case, you expedite the problems. And instead of delaying them. So that to me is amazing.
Yes.
That's an amazing feat of gaming. People, I think Five Nights at Freddy's was one of the games. I think it's just because lots of children liked it.
Oh yeah.
That become one of the games that are hated. And there are 3 games in my opinion that do, or 4 actually, that do this, that have met the same fate, or are meeting the same fate. And the first one is Minecraft.
Really?
Back in like 2015, all I heard was people being like, "Oh, Minecraft's for kids." Oh, you're just it's a kids game. You're stupid. You know. Well, you just play Minecraft. How yada yada yada, right? Like, oh, Minecraft's cringe. Minecraft's cringy. Oh, what you watch Minecraft YouTubers? That's cringe, right?
Yeah.
You know, so on and so forth. And I think that phase has been gone because the people that used to play Minecraft as kids are now the people that rule the internet. You know.
Yes.
The people not in the internet really, but the more the gaming sphere. You know. I mean, Minecraft wouldn't be the most successful game franchise of all time if it wasn't liked. And its sales increase was seemed to be expedited because of the resurgence of the game. Back in like 2017?
Yeah.
Or 2018. I don't know. It was whenever PewDiePie started to play the game again.
Yeah, PewDiePie revived it.
It really. I mean, I think PewDiePie revived it, but I think Minecraft parody songs was also a reason why it maintained its massive growth.
Yeah.
Because not like new parodies, but the old ones, like made by Captain Sparkles and stuff like that, right? And like the Yogscast and stuff like that. You know, like, oh, screw the Nether, right?
Yeah.
You know, Revenge, TNT, you know, yada yada yada, right? All those old, you know, they're nostalgic, right?
The memories.
You know, and so if I were to move on and to explain the other games that I think fall into the same camp, Minecraft once did, and I think a lot of these games I think this game has owned its irony, weirdly enough. Like it's doubled back on the cringe on the cringe factor through a double backing in. I'm turning on a light right now. From a double backing in owning its style. That game I'm talking about is Undertale. And when I say Minecraft had its hardcore fans, it doesn't hold a candle. A mere match to the fandom that was the Undertale fanbase. Like, it was so involved. And to me, like, I am not one to like make fun of like so much passion. I think it's great to be passionate about a video game. And
yeah.
There is value in my opinion, because I used to like watching like videos from Undertale because the story was interesting. Undertale created a engrossing and fascinating story. Like, involved story, and there's still like lore to the game, like similar to games like Five Nights at Freddy's. But I think the main selling point of Undertale and the reason why people loved it so much is because of the character-based story. Ryan, I think you have a very deep understanding about that one. And so when I have a lot of respect for the Undertale community, because I think out of all the ones that I'm going to mention, it has received the most community backlash from outsiders. And you know, oh, Undertale is cringe. Undertale is cringe. It's the same thing, right? Oh, Minecraft is cringe, right?
Yeah.
But the way that Undertale seems to have made its resurgence is literally through irony alone. You know, Sans Undertale. Right?
Yeah.
Sans Undertale, right? Like that's just a meme now. That's just the internet culture at this point now. Whereas you go back a couple years ago, people would say Undertale's cringe. You know, like 4 or 5 years ago, everyone was saying Undertale's cringe.
Yep.
And it's only and through sheer irony alone, and the sheer power of Megalovania, it has gotten a resurgence of popularity, and also has gotten respect of the gaming community. I think, at least. There's probably still some washes out there that think that Undertale's cringe, but
most stuff.
You know, but there's probably some people who think Minecraft's cringe.
Yeah. Sorry if you hear that.
Was that a squeaky toy?
Yeah, it's a squeaky toy.
Nice. And
But
the third
My
game.
dog,
What?
my dog Zelda's playing. Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine, brother. The third game I want to mention here is Roblox.
Bro, oh.
And I feel like it has a similar. Roblox is cringe as Minecraft once did.
Yeah.
Like, but there's also like Roblox to me seems to have is cringe in a multifaceted way, where I think it shed the cringe that Minecraft shed too, and Undertale. The cringe that is everlasting is within the community, and it's only because like people make like terrible maps, or like
Yeah.
what like whatever they are in the Roblox world. You know how you can like join like servers and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and like like Tycoon Simulator, version 5, whatever. The Ultimate Edition, and like to me that's like cringe on a different way. That's not necessarily Roblox's fault.
Memories resurfing.
Yeah, that's not necessarily the community's fault. It's just certain people within the community itself.
Yeah.
And so I think it's gone a resurgence or a seemingly more respect from the gaming community in the same way Minecraft did. At least from my perspective.
I feel bad for them. I feel bad for Roblox fans because they have to put up with. Didn't that one mom try to sue Roblox? I hear this. I hear about this stuff all the time. There are like people who try to sue Roblox. I think a celebrity did too. All because that game is so prone to online predators.
Oh yeah,
So prone to-
easily.
Yeah.
I mean, you say that with Roblox, but that actually applies to Minecraft, Five Nights at Freddy's, Undertale. All those games had the communities that were like kid oriented.
So, but the game itself had servers you could join. I mean, Minecraft has that too. So Minecraft, yeah, sure. But Five Nights at Freddy's, you could easily just be a fan of it and like not interact with the community that much.
That is true. I will agree with you on that part. There's more interactivity with it than Undertale or Five Nights at Freddy's. But there are online fandoms like subreddits and
Yes.
4chan forums. God forbid. Fuck 4chan.
4chan.
Fuck
My
4chan.
God.
Absolutely the worst website in the world. People say Twitter's the worst. No, it's 4chan.
Really?
It's 4chan.
Hmm.
And
What do you think for that?
the reasoning is white supremacists,
Fair enough.
Nazis essentially.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get into that. Because and it's not like a fun topic.
No, that ain't a fun topic. Yeah.
Like yeah. Anyway, the
Back to
fourth
video
game, Ryan, you might disagree with me on this one, and it's a more of a recent one to fall victim in the same way.
Is it Overwatch?
No, fuck Overwatch. It's actually Fortnite.
Fortnite. That makes sense.
To me, everyone my age at least called Fortnite annoying, including me.
Yes.
I think Fortnite is from a different time than all four of those games you mentioned previously: Five Nights at Freddy's, Minecraft, Undertale, and Roblox. We grew up with those four games. A new generation of gamers grew up with Fortnite. And everyone might be like, "Oh, Fortnite's cringe. Oh, Fortnite's cringe. It's the worst game ever, or whatever." And okay, you might be able to say that in the terms of Epic Games and the way they handle Fortnite.
Yeah.
But like, it's people. You can't like hate a game because it's fun. Like,
I suppose.
you know what I mean? Like, people have fun playing Fortnite, and like that's fair, that's valid. You can't take away people's fun when playing a game.
My
And-
point of on Fortnite has changed
Yeah,
too. Yeah,
I do
Slowly.
think. Oh, sorry.
I've slowly come to accept that it's an okay game.
Yeah,
People have fun with it.
yeah. I mean, it was the same thing with Minecraft. Minecraft's cringe. You shouldn't be playing a game like Minecraft. It's so annoying. It's you know, but Minecraft's fun as heck.
Yeah.
But it's just for a different audience than Fortnite is. And so, again, you could easily shout your ears off at Epic Games for treating the game weird or wrong or, you know, this, that, the other. The fact that they try to milk their community with, like, V-Bucks, but, like, I mean, who's to say that Roblox doesn't do the same thing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
And that's kind of my perspective. I don't think Fortnite's out of the waters yet. The same way Minecraft and Undertale and Roblox and Five Nights at Freddy's have. All four of those games kind of just have lived long enough to outlast the hate.
Yeah.
Fortnite hasn't been around for that long. What, like 4 years total? 2018?
Really? Has it only been 4 years?
It might have been 5, depending on if it was made of... Can you look up the release of Fortnite?
Yeah, hold on.
And, like, out of beta.
Fortnite.
Wait, no. Because Fortnite was a while back. It had, like, a different... 2017.
2017.
And can you look up when the Battle Royale game came out?
Battle Royale. Oh, the Battle Royale initial release date was 2017. My bad.
Oh. Right, because Fortnite's an older game, actually. There's a part of it that's older than the Battle Royale game mode. That was what made Fortnite extremely popular.
Hmm.
And so, yeah. That's my opinion on Fortnite. Really. I don't play it. And
I used to play it a little bit.
yeah.
Tiny bit. Very tiny.
And you mentioned that it was actually like fun, right?
I did not have that bad of a time with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, would you consider it? You wouldn't consider it your style of game, though, right?
No.
You like RPGs and like stories and all that stuff, right? And
Yes.
Fortnite is almost the antithesis of that.
Oh yeah.
Like their campaign is literally like there's like no story. It's like defeat the robots or whatever.
You also have to pay for the campaign. Not doing that.
Oh man, that's fair. And again, that's a fault for Epic Games, not Fortnite.
Yeah.
And you could argue the same thing with Minecraft, right? Like, oh, the marketplace, this or that, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, is Fortnite really the baddest of the bunch, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, probably not.
Probably not.
At the end of the day, it's just a game. You
Yep.
you could play Fortnite for your entire life, never paying $1.
Yep.
So
I think. Yeah.
that's my gaming opinion, man. My
a good
opinion on the state
opinion.
of gaming.
That's a good opinion.
And
Said fuck Overwatch. Nice.
what?
Fuck Overwatch.
Yeah. Fuck Overwatch. Well, actually, mainly fuck Blizzard, but like
Oh yeah.
Overwatch by extension.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, seriously, like the Overwatch 2 like release was like such a fail,
Yeah.
and it wasn't because of Overwatch; it was because of Blizzard.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, to be honest, oh, dang it, you get the Steam overlay.
Oh.
I might have to blur that out. In post.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to have my friends' names on these.
Yeah.
Because that was an actual nickname you saw. Like that's the name of my friend.
Mm.
Like I mean, he's like he's like you and I, high school friends.
Yeah.
So I don't want to like give out their name.
Yeah.
I know they probably won't care, knowing them, but I don't want I don't want them to be like forced into it. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I get you.
What was I talking about?
Talking about
Oh, Blizzard.
Yeah.
Like Blizzard and Activision as a company, Activision Blizzard, they're just terrible companies.
Yes.
They're awful. Like I hear that they're like the programmers are like worked to hell, like 80-hour work weeks and shit like that.
There's
And-
constant harassment.
What? Yeah, there's constant harassment
Yeah.
to the female staff
Yep.
mainly. I mean, I'm not gonna say this, I don't want to get into that,
Yeah.
but it's
no.
mainly towards the female staff.
Yep.
And I can't imagine anyone's paid super swimmingly.
Oh yeah.
And they're making terrible games.
Yeah.
Like, again, what the fuck is Overwatch 2?
Overwatch did, like the first week and a half, I want to say it was like nigh unplayable, right?
I mean, I don't know.
Nobody could log in. That's what I was hearing on Twitter, is that nobody could log in.
Oh no. Yeah, but then they
Right when it
they shut
launched.
down they shut down development and servers for Overwatch 1.
Yeah. Yeah. So
So the people who wanted to play Overwatch at all can't.
Yep. Exactly.
And not only that, but they were just they were basically destroying Overwatch 1.
Yeah.
They were ruining the game modes, I believe.
Yeah.
And that is just the Blizzard side of the scenario. I don't think they haven't touched World of Warcraft in ages.
Oh my God.
But I mean, how different is Call of Duty Warzone to Call of Duty Civil War?
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Of course. Of course.
You know, the Activision side isn't great either.
Yeah. You know what? I'm like not actually really upset to see the downfall of Call of Duty.
Really?
I never really that much.
And also, has anyone when was the last Gears of War game? Right?
I had to check my notes on that one.
I'm gonna have to go to the annals of history to find out the last Gears of War installation.
Just make Halo on all platforms. They'll never do that. But
Halo?
Halo is the best. Yeah, Halo.
Halo is Bungie. Actually, no, Halo is Microsoft now, but it used to be Bungie.
Used to be Bungie.
Who also made Destiny.
Halo's the one, like, because it is an FPS game, yeah.
Yeah.
Halo's the one FPS game that I actually did want to play.
Yeah, Halo actually does have an RTS installation called Halo Wars. I
Wow.
believe. Yeah, and you played a lot of Halo, it seems, right?
Yeah.
I actually played a lot of Destiny.
Oh, Destiny's also not bad. I like it.
Yeah, I like Destiny a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And
Play Destiny.
yeah,
Ooh, not-
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
And so yeah, scapegoat, Activision Blizzard. They deserve it.
They deserve it.
They are a blatantly for-profit company.
And Microsoft bought them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I mean, Microsoft, I think they did that more just for the fucking money of it, but like,
Yeah.
and also just the power play.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, at the time, before that, Sony owned like so many exclusives to PS4 and 5, right? Like, oh, we have, Ratchet and Clank, we have Spider-Man, we have, yada yada yada, right? We have
God of War.
what? God of War,
God-
right? We have what is it? Demon Souls.
Yeah. Damn.
What?
That's a lot.
And Microsoft had Halo. That's it. So instead of creating more exclusive titles, what they decided to do was just steal the company that made those titles for Sony.
Yeah.
They just straight up yoinked them.
Yoinks.
All of them. Gone. Dude!
And the thing is,
I got
what?
the dirtiest block in the game.
wow,
I got the dirtiest block.
it is actually really called the dirtiest block.
Yeah, it's a pet item.
Why is it a pet?
Because it's a pet.
Why?
It's a dirt that follows you.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Okay. Alright.
It's a dirt block.
I'm not gonna question it.
It's the rarest item in the game. Period.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
Period.
No, it's not.
It is.
I refuse to
So,
believe you.
okay. So, the actual, like, thing behind the dirtiest block.
Okay.
It's funny they call it that.
Yeah.
Is that it was a new addition into 1.4.4, the recent update of Terraria. And the way that it's found is by what I was just doing, digging dirt.
hmm
And every world, every pre-generated world after 1.4.4 has around 3 to 20 dirtiest blocks placed around generated in the world.
Wow.
Like, that's it. They're just generated. And there's never any way of telling that the block that you're mining is the dirtiest block. So, yeah.
Okay then.
Okay.
Weird.
It's the
weird.
dirtiest, it's the dirtiest block.
So weird.
now with 20% more dirt.
Oh my god, no. What the hell?
See? Look at it. It's the dirtiest block.
I bet it is.
It is, yeah.
Good for it.
So we're approaching 2 hours into this recording session.
Yeah,
I think it is time we end the episode.
I think so too.
So I thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you lads later. Take care.
Bye!